Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today, we are going to be diving into the Galactic Council of Light, where I will be translating some messages for us fluently. So I don't myself know exactly what's going to come up. And Kat is going to be doing some clearing and healing and activations. So, welcome and thank you for being here and watching this. This here and now is going to be a little bit of a sneak peek into what is to come for our global mass meditation channeling workshop via Zoom on the 11th of the 11th. My name is Tamzin Young, and I'm the Collective Consciousness Coach. And I will hand it over to Kat to introduce herself now.
Hello everybody, my name is Cat. I'm from Sacred Healing Space, and I think what we'll do, Tamzin, is a drop in to come into center and just make sure we're fully protected. So let's do that together. If everyone could just take 3 nice deep breaths with me, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And one more time, breathing in and out. As we just set up a strong protective field. Making sure you are safe, secure, and protected in your own space. Pushing that out to fill the room as I ask for protection in the ether, in the quantum, as we set up Archangel protection on the 4 directions, asking for increased dragon energy protection. Beautiful. As we call in our guides, calling in our healing teams today for the highest and best good, asking to channel only light, only connecting with those of the highest benevolence. And I'm just going to muscle test. Yes, we are safe, secure, and protected. Beautiful. And we're just going to drop into the body, asking the nervous system to calm as we just come into presence, coming into stillness, ready to receive. Coming back into the room. Tamzin, let's see if we can connect.
Thank you.
And channel.
Thank you. So whilst Kat was doing that, I was feeling into everything that you were saying. I could hear it all, and I was allowing my human being to receive, whilst also connecting into my higher self and calling upon the Galactic Council of Light. I have a deep connection with the Galactic Council of Light, as I have done so for the past couple of years. Now, they have told me that I have a sole purpose here in this lifetime as a galactic messenger. And it is my responsibility to use this gift to pass on messages to planet Earth, the collective consciousness, and other human beings who are ready to receive. Now, the first message that they relayed was the coherence between the heart chakra and the throat chakra, and how when we have moments of realizing that maybe our throat chakra is experiencing blockages, there are times where we need to ask if it is necessary to not focus on the throat, but focus on activating the heart. And the message that came after this is that a lot of us are experiencing heartache and hardship resistance, blockages, pain, grief, hurt, anxiety. And I was just shown the vision that I want to describe, I feel will resonate with more, is I was just shown a big circle of humanity standing, holding hands with each other, and just shining bright pink. It kind of feels like baby pink light directly from our hearts, and every single one of us uniting together and holding hands while shining bright pink baby light from our heart chakra, our heart space, and not focusing on the throat, because when we try to shine our light from our heart, it will instantly activate our throat chakra. Now, the low vibration energies of emotion that I just described in regards to heartache, hardship, pain, grief, worry, anxiety can be released and let go when we focus on our heart and uniting and coming together. Now, the Galactic Council of Light are the ones that has shown me all of this. However, I'm going to tune in directly and have a direct contact conversation whilst articulating and naturally translating what they say. So please
Can
bear
we
with
also
me.
ask, Tamzin? So what was coming up for me while you were saying that was firstly the connection with the heart to the high heart and the throat. So the connection with those chakras, so plugging them back into the high heart resonance. But also what came up was, can you ask, is there a collective program? Is there a program collectively that's been like subliminal program in our collective matrix over the heart chakra to keep in that worry, to keep in that heartbreak, to keep our hearts off? I'm just wondering if there is something there that we can assist to deactivate if it's there.
Yeah. Is there a program within the 3D realm that we have been? It's really interesting right now. As you said that, the Galactic Council heard you and are translating the way that they would relay your message. And so their way is by saying, is there a 3D matrix block upon the heart chakra that actually radiates love? And they are showing me that there is this, it kind of looks like there's like a hand on everybody's heart chakra energy space that is preventing, let's say when you move it, you're like, oh, I can breathe now. It's like a weight has been put on us deliberately. So yes, the answer is yes. There has been a program that prevents us from actually using the energy essence of the high frequency of love. And you know what? Actually, the council are saying that we know, humans know love. Humans know how to feel love and give love, but it is always has been associated with a low level of love. And it feels like there's this, we've convinced, humans have convinced themselves that that level of love is the most powerful, but there is this next level once the hands come off, once the weight comes off. They're showing me that it's it's the time right now to release the weight because there are people out there, so like yourself, Kat, people out there who have the ability to lift that weight. And I'm it's really interesting actually, because like the word that you said, plug, I am seeing like this, and it kind of feels like uh when you talk about that, does it look round? It's like a round plug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, but also, so are you, it's like we need to connect the plugs, but we also need to like deactivate the energy
Yeah.
field of that. So
Totally.
are you feeling we need to plug in the
Yeah.
the high hearts? We're plugging in, and are they giving us permission to do this collectively, or is this just an individual, whoever's listening, whoever's open to receive?
They're saying that it's time now for everyone to do this. They're saying that the way that humanity has evolved, it has never been the right time to actually plug each chakra system in. They're actually saying something really interesting that I've never heard before, but the galactic being that is stepping forward is how do you say your name? He's saying uh Asha oh far out, hold on. How do you say Asha?
Archangel Ashtar.
Ashtar?
Ashtar.
Uh, yeah. He's got nice long brown hair. He kind of looks like Jesus, actually, which is really interesting.
So Archangel Ashtar works with more galactic karma. So I'm wondering, the beings who placed this hand on, has it been? Is it a breach of universal law?
No,
No. Okay.
no. Um, so it's interesting because I don't think it's the
Not the
being.
archangel.
No, he's saying Asher,
Yeah.
Asher.
Asher.
Um, yeah, and he's saying that he wants everyone to see your chakra system as one.
Yes, I've been called to do that. I've had so much focus on each chakra point clearing, and the message now is unify the channel.
Yeah,
All one. That's the messages coming through from
yeah,
7D down. What we're now integrating is a unified field.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
He's showing me that there's a line. Yeah, sure. There's you have your different chakra points within your physical being. But right now, he doesn't want us to focus on each individual chakra. He doesn't want to say, your solar plexus needs this. He just wants to say your crystalline, unified energy source field as one is going to all turn on. And he's saying the way that this is turning on is to, yes, envision certain light codes to
Mm-hmm.
come from each chakra point, but he wants everyone to focus on just making this deep, bright white light just crystallize. And now he's showing me the DNA. So the DNA that's coming down that is really just bringing it all together. And
Mm-hmm.
this is the plug. This is what's going to plug every one of the chakras into together.
Beautiful. And it's so we can activate that sacred heart octave. So the octave of love, which was dampened, is that lower frequency love. This is a higher frequency. So sometimes these things we don't have a name for them, like bliss, but this is a higher octave, a higher resonance of that sacred heart that's being
Mm,
activated.
yeah. And he's showing me like um that white light that shines up that we may connect and describe to like the fifth dimension or the seventh dimension. He's showing me it doesn't it's as far as the eye can see. You cannot see which dimension. He's actually showing me that over the past 3 years, a lot of us have learned these new ideas and new methods and new concepts of our spiritual awakening, whether it be higher consciousness or different dimensions that we now have access to. But he's saying that this one light crystallized energy activations that is coming in for everyone, whether we have awareness or not, it is still happening, which is why those who are ready to receive need to receive it. Like, they need to listen, they need to actively implement the actions of doing the mindfulness work, the spiritual work, doing the meditations, doing the stuff that individually feels in alignment. But the activations are going to come and fully drop into those that are ready. But it doesn't mean that those that may not be ready shouldn't do it. Everyone should be doing it and feeling it and receiving it, because it will happen in the most divine time. Now, he's saying that the Palladian Galactic Council of Light team have actually started to he's using the word intervene, like divinely intervene, which is interesting because we've been told by so many other spiritual teachers that intervention can't happen and shouldn't happen because it happens, that is outside universal law.
Unless we ask. So with our
Yeah.
sovereign choice, and a lot of us are asking for this, a lot of us are asking for this intervention to help.
Yeah. Which is very fair enough, because he's saying it's because you're ready. It's not a karmic placement of this divine intervention. It's more so because the Palladians come with light. They come with love, and the divine intervention that is occurring is actually to help those believe in themselves more, believe that you can do the work, even if you feel like you are hit with resistance or blockages, or if there's things in your way. He's showing me that the Palladians are starting to actually drop into more people's consciousness now than ever before, and that's more so the divine intervention that's occurring. So if you feel like you're having if you're seeing things, like if you're having visions, whether it's in the peripherals or dreams, or you're having these thoughts of the clouds changing and moving, he's seeing UFOs, or phenomenal, undeniable evidence. He's saying it's time now to not bypass the signs and to believe it, and that's where the Palladians are coming in to restore this belief system of your divine spiritual connection.
Wow.
I love it.
So can you ask if we have consent to be removing energetically this hand from ourselves? So we are our own healers. So this is for everyone to do themselves. We're simply providing the space. But do we have consent to assist, to remove, to deactivate from ourself, which is, again, healing the collective?
Yeah.
For those choosing, for those ready, for those open.
Yeah, he's saying that anything that gets channeled from the Galactic Council of Light and from him or from anyone of the highest good never gets brought to human attention unless it is ready.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So just checking that we're doing this for the highest and best good, and we have consent to proceed. Cool. Yeah. All right, shall we do some,
Let's do some clearings,
Beautiful.
plugging in and activations.
Just asking to speak with this being and asking, is it Asha, to speak through me to help me decode and deactivate and let me know what is needed. So let's just take a nice deep breath. And just drop into presence. And you might like to place your hand on your heart and just feel the density. Like it's just, oh, it does. It feels really, really like weighted there.
Yeah.
So we're just going to acknowledge that. We're just going to witness it. We see you, we acknowledge you, but it is no longer needed. We no longer consent to this. Asking for the highest and best good for this hand, for this program to be lifted, asking for the energy signature of this dampener, Kia Shakti Oyanatai, to slowly be lifted from ourself. And when we lift it from ourself, we are also lifting it from the collective and those choosing as we ask to slowly lift it out, lifting it up and off our heart. Just breathing into that and asking to deprogram, asking to deactivate the program in the matrix with the sequence 74358743 kia shotoi dania kia ayonokoi dana kia ashotoi dandia kia ashatia koenatai, turning it down, 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 kia sha diokuinote, lifting it up, kia ayonotoi, any energy that has been implanted into the vessel, just lifting that off now, fully receiving, fully releasing any energy, any residue, shakiana, akiana, ta, lifting it out as we open up a healing portal of light and asking for all of that energy signature to go into source, back to source, kia shatiana or kiana, ta, lifting it off and just feeling, feeling it. Tamzin, how are you? Does it feel a bit lighter?
Yeah.
Just asking to release all cords, hooks, and threads with that. We ask to cancel all karma and all karmic contras. Asking to clear the infiltration. Asking to clear all karma and all karmic contracts. They didn't want me to do that. These are now null and void. We do not consent. Asking all vows, oaths, agreements, contracts, shokoya ayanatai are cancelled. Shatiana akoyanatai. Yeah, that was a big one. They didn't want to do that. Shata ayanai. Any residual strings. Just checking the energy field. Does it feel lighter on the heart? It feels something's gone up. Asking to clear the cords, clearing the residue from the heart chakra through the throat, clearing the residue down into the lower chakras and bringing that energy up and out. And just breathing that out. Just releasing, asking to release, clearing, fully clearing that from the energy field until the entirety of it is now gone, sending it down to source. And just feel now if it feels lighter. All right, just checking in. Tamzin, do we get a yes, that feels lighter? Can we proceed?
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, I got a yes too, just muscle tested. Okay, beautiful. So now we want to activate the sacred heart's octave. We want to open up to that new frequency. So we're just opening up to a beautiful light that's going to come through our chakra to activate all of our chakras in at once in a beautiful divine pillar. Just if you can visualize, see, sense, or feel, beautiful pillar of light activating all of those chakras as we just ask to plug in the heart chakra to the high heart to the throat, the heart to the third eye, the heart to the crown, the high heart to the heart, the high heart to the solar plexus, the high heart to the sacral, the high heart, to the root, and just feeling that beautiful, divine, crystalline energy flow as that sacred heart octave is turned on and activated. And just see if we can feel that heart energy rise. Feel the frequency in the heart open. It feels really light there now. Opening up to that new frequency. And just feel, what does it feel like to have this higher heart octave of unconditional love and bliss for everyone, every being, the beautiful, just love energy, unity. It feels like divine union. Just I don't know what the word is. What's a higher octave word than love? Gosh,
Purity.
purity, purifying the heart octave. And just open up to that and just feel yourself with that. Kia nai da shatai no oyatai. Nayaka shata iti ono koi. How are you feeling? How does that feel, Tamzin?
Emotional. Oh my God.
It feels light and fluffy now. It's like, I feel like I want to fly.
That was really like and it's interesting, isn't it? Like when you do such deep, energetic, conscious, spiritual work, there is really no like descriptive words to use.
Yeah. And just to debrief a little bit about that, did you hear halfway through my words fully got tongue tied? They made me say the wrong thing, and I got this. It was like, whoomp, I felt like this infiltration just went, and I just was like, what am I meant to say? What am I meant to do? I get that all the time when I get like this infiltration. Did you feel
Mm.
that? Did you sense or feel that?
Um, yes and no.
Yeah.
Um, there was I could yes, but it didn't last very long
No,
because
no,
we
it
had
was,
the power.
yeah, it was like a fleeting, oh, I see you, fuck off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
it's funny, hey, because that is going to happen.
Oh, it will.
Interference, infiltration. The stronger, the more and the stronger our work is. And I'm talking not just you and I, but everyone else that does this work, we are going to experience resistance around us. It's just incredibly important to know how to either notice and be aware of it and then shut it down.
Yeah. Yeah. So I coded it out. I was aware of it straight away, and then I coded it, and then I had to start my sentence again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Like for most people that are watching or most people that are going to be joining us on the 11th of the 11th, I will be talking into the strategies and the tools to use in order to remove blocks, in order to identify resistance and to continue to step into our power. And the reason why that seems so common to say is because the more that we realize our power, the more that these infiltration and interference has no power. So, and I got through that. I got so, my body was releasing. I was coughing. I was burping. I was yawning. I got waves of just full tear, like eyes just tearing up. I felt like there was just a lot of releases happening. I had my legs in a cross and then I had to let them go. I felt like I was floating. I open and close my eyes during meditation because I or during activations or releases, because I have the ability to see with my eyes open. So I go in and out of open and close whilst I'm doing
awesome.
that work. So if anybody else is listening and they feel like, oh no, I open my eyes, I can't get back into it, I think it's necessary to also take on that sometimes we can open our eyes and then close it again, open and close. Because we all receive this in different ways. So
Absolutely.
It's honoring our own experiences and letting go of our expectations of other people's interpretations.
Yeah. And that's why we work so well together, because people know that I've struggled so much with my sight, and I'm struggling to see. It's turning on slowly, but that's why I ask, and I always check in with you, Tamzin. Okay, how is it feeling? What are you seeing now? Because I see, sense, and know, so I could feel, and I just knew, there was something there, and I received the messages. I set the intention that it flows through. I'm the messenger of source, and it flows through my mouth. And sometimes I'm speaking so quickly, I have no idea what comes out. So the decoding sequences of the numbers, no clue, So I'm just allowing source to flow through me. And then I feel it. So I felt that hand on my heart, and I'm like, okay, now it's lighter. Now it's lighter. So that's how I receive my messages. And I know some people struggle with sight too, and that's okay. There are other senses we can tap into.
Absolutely. And it's important for everyone to honor that within themselves. If this was something that you did enjoy, listening in and wondering how you can participate in our global mass meditation coming up on the 11th portal, click the link below. Send Cat a message, send me a message, ask us, head to the links in our bio and join us, as we will be going through an hour-long workshop, direct channel to the Galactic Council of Light, and then, like Cat did, light language, light activations, and really anchoring us all into this next level of consciousness, and the reason I really want to say it like that is because we are all on the right timeline together, but we are all at different times and receiving different things. And what you receive right now is the most divine thing. And so don't sit there and compare, am I ready? Can I do this? Someone else's experience is there's no interesting. There's
let it out.
It's so funny because I do feel now after this, I'm going to have to move my body and shake around and sing and kind of belt. And I think it's really important to know, maybe that's why I coughed. I think that spirit was like, you need to let people know the aftermath of how to release that work, because it's strong and it's big, and you may come up with a cough but you're not sick. It's just the energy that is still working within you, even the aftermath. So sing.
And also go outside to Mother Gaia, put your hands on the ground. If you feel that you've got energy that's not being released or that's not yours, any residue, hands on the ground, and just ask for it to be released. It will not harm the earth. You will transmute it, let it flow out.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely going to go and do that. So if you haven't got your spot, your ticket, please do so. Link is below. Join us, as we are going to be having the most divine and global.
Yes. Yeah. This will be collective, and everyone coming will be holding the light, holding the pillar. We need you all in that beautiful unified field. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. And we have no idea what's coming through. So who knows?
That's exactly right. We don't know. We are just naturally channeling and doing this work and we need you all here there with us. So thank you for watching this today. We hope that you gained a lot of value from this, and we cannot wait to share what else is going to come up in this intimate Zoom together.
Bye, guys. See you at 11:11 portal.